Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdy Mark channel. Welcome back to another Mental Health Monday. We haven't done this in a while, but after last week, I kind of decided that no matter how I'm feeling on Mondays, I am going to drop a video. Because I feel like, and I'm not trying to, because I feel like people definitely need to hear certain things that I say. And I'm not saying it in the sense that, like, look at me and how I'm a prophet and, I'm a freaking Jesus Christ or whatever. No, I feel like, making these videos, I feel like I'm leaving a bigger impact on everybody. I don't know how you guys feel, but this is something I legitimately like doing. So I hope you guys are enjoying these as well, and I hope you guys missed me making this as much as I miss doing this. I've just been kind of, in my own space, and you guys saw the last video that I did. Hopefully, if you didn't, please go watch it. But I'm doing a lot better now. You know, I'm feeling a lot better about the situation. I'm not really sitting around and crying about it. Um, I will say that I've learned to kind of not have as many expectations when it comes to certain things in life. And it's not to say that you shouldn't have any goals and you should be not you should be an underachiever or whatever. No, it's that we have certain things that we want to achieve, and we are gonna get those things, but in due time. You know, that's the whole idea here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm extremely sleepy. I'm gonna go to bed because I have work in the morning. But I did want to make this, and I want to make this extremely quick. But I think the one thing that I want to talk about is the fact that when we kind of just, and I've talked about this before about letting go and stuff, but I want to kind of get into the whole not having like expectations, like in the sense, what do I mean by that? It doesn't mean you don't have goals, you don't have ambitions, you just sit around and do nothing. No. But for example, I want this channel to grow. I want this channel to reach 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million. That's my goal for this channel. Is to eventually get into the millions club, I guess. The millions club, I guess. I don't know. But the thing is, I'm not trying to say it has to happen tomorrow or even next year or even the year after that. Because at the end of the day, I'll just be disappointed if by the end of by December of 2022 I'm here and I don't have 1 million subscribers. Right? So what I've decided to do is, with anything in life, whether it's YouTube, whether it's job, whether it's relationships, anything, have certain goals that I've set, but kind of work towards it and be able to, just be able to focus on the work, focus on what I'm doing, and eventually the results will happen. Even having time-bound goals is totally fine. But here's the thing. Shoot for the moon and you will land somewhere near the stars, as they say. So, if I, for example, expect to have 1,000 subscribers by next year, I'm expecting to be somewhere in like 600, 700 by next year. That's just how it goes, right? And I'm not trying to say this to be negative. I'm just trying to say that's just how the cookie seems to crumble when it comes to life and setting goals. Like, with the young lady that I was interested in, and I told her how I felt, and she said she did feel the same way. Because see, I expected it to be reciprocated. But if I had just kind of said what I had to say, or if I kind of just let it be and maybe just kind of didn't try so hard, maybe some things would have been different. Who knows? I'm not saying it would have. I'm just saying that I would have been a lot less disappointed. Should I have, because when, attachment is what leads to suffering, because when you're attached to something, you want it to happen that exact way. And when it doesn't happen, you feel bad. And that's kind of what happened. I was so attached to this idea of being in a relationship with this young lady, and this young lady only, nobody else, that when she said no to me, it, I got really, I really got into, depression. Not so much like the chronic depression, like people who actually have depression do, but like, yeah, I was very sad. I took it out on my family for that, you know? So for me, I just decided, and for me, I feel like when I want to achieve something, I'm not gonna get so, attached to that goal. Yes, having goals is great. Even being obsessed with a goal is fine. But having an attachment and saying that I want this and only this right now, that's what leads to suffering. That's what I've seen for me. I don't know about you guys. For me, that's what I've seen. But, I'll be honest with you guys. I was very disappointed whenever I was saying, I was telling someone, like when I first started YouTube, I was like, oh man, I want to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It didn't happen. And yeah, I was a little disappointed. But this year, we're at 300, which is great and I appreciate it. And I think the only reason why I haven't grown even more is because I focus too much on the subscriber count. Like even now, I'm still working on it, but even now every so often I go on my phone, hop on YouTube and check the subscriber count, see if it's changed. And that's actually not a good practice. So I have decided that I'm going to do my best to just let it be and go with the flow and eventually just get to a point where I'm just in like kind of a zen, not a zen state, in kind of that flow state where I'm just focusing on what I'm supposed to do, which is make content for this channel. And I think if we as collectively do that, I think we'll be much better off as human beings, no matter what we're trying to do, trying to achieve, right? So yeah, at the end of the day, don't let attachment get in the way of excellence, if that makes sense, right? Don't be so attached to something, don't be so much living in the future that you forget to enjoy the present. That's something that I've been learned. That's something that this whole episode, quote unquote, taught me. Because I was so much in the future, thinking about having this relationship with this young lady, and all the and everything in my mind, and then when it finally came crashing down, when she said that she wasn't interested, it all came crashing down, because oh no, my future is ruined, right? So, and the reason I use this, and by the way, I don't know if the person who I'm referring to is watching this, but if you are, hi again. I'm not mad. I'm just using it as an example. Okay, I'm not gonna mention their names. I'm not gonna say anything about them. I'll just say that I still think they're a wonderful person, and I hope for nothing but the best for them, right? But at the same time, I also want the best for me. So I'm no longer going to let those feelings, and it's best to no longer let those feelings, creep up on you. and let them take over you, you know? But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. It's like, don't, attachment, I guess my main subject today. Because that's my main subject is attachment. Because I was so attached to many things. It's not just a relationship. It was also in regards to YouTube. That's why I haven't achieved my goals yet here on this channel. And I feel like it's time for me to take a different approach. And if you're feeling the same way about something in life, maybe try taking that approach. Don't be so attached to the end result that you forget to enjoy the process. Don't be so, yeah, don't, yes, don't be so focused on the destination that you forget to enjoy the journey. That's the phrase I was looking for, you know? So enjoy the journey, and then when you get to the destination, enjoy that as well. But I hope this made some sense, and I hope this helped someone here watching this, because like I said, my whole thing with these videos is to help at least one person. And if it did help at least one of you, please let me know in the comments. That way I know that I did my job. But with that, thank you all for watching another episode of Mental Health Monday. This is Sid signing off, wishing you all a good mental health. Take care.